Hello and welcome to the second part of the first round of the FRAG Champions League highlights. If you haven't seen the first part yet, I highly recommend that you do so as soon as possible, but for now, let's get into some of the greatest games ever played. Starting right off the bat, we have Hades versus Cobra of Team Ekko. As you can see here, they both play pretty much the same team, with the one difference being Virus for Cobra and Frost for Hades. This Virus is going to be essential in Cobra's defense of his own base against the offensive might of Hades. But Hades himself is a pretty good player, using Desperado's offensive and defensive capabilities to switch between attacking and defending whenever needed. Notice also he is very smart with his changes, avoiding death and thus avoiding any waste of time, making sure to switch always at the last second, not too sooner, not too much later. And with this in mind, he will try to push offensively against the virus of Cobra, this very deadly virus, and seems to be doing pretty well. Fortunately for him, it would seem that Cobra isn't exactly the kind of person to relent and let him take the win. And as you can see here, this excellent bubble on Desperados is going to allow Cobra to take the second bunker down. Will he be able to defend the tower? Will he be able to win game 1? Well, unfortunately for him, he will not. But he's not the kind of person to just give up, you know. He's going to take a kill, he's going to take another kill, very smartly get the heal, and then go back on the offensive. After a very close game 1, the least he can do is put up a good fight for game 2, isn't it? So here he is attacking the enemy objective. Will Cobra react? Will he let him just take his target so easily? Well, let you see for yourself. Hades' Paku is not to be trifled with, however. Taking a kill from the longest range possible before turning to the defensive. An absolutely amazing turnaround. Even though he loses his targets in the process, he manages to take down 2 of the enemy teams. Cobra's Virus still doing an amazing work from so far away on the map, trying to take down the Paku that is really smartly protecting himself, but an open confrontation will leave Hades to die. Switch back to the very powerful Desperados. Use this amazing mobility that he has to stop the Cobra offensive rush, taking down the Paku, and then switching his attention to the other Desperados and to Rekrock as well. Still the Lucha to take care of, a very tanky, very beefy character that nonetheless falls to pieces. With only 40 seconds on the clock, now is the time to reverse the tide, actually, and go on the offensive. An excellent stun on the virus will allow him to take the second enemy bunker, unhindered and impossible to stop. It is such a close game, and unfortunately Cobra will not be able to defend his Rekrock. On to game 3, where once again Hades' Desperados does an amazing job at clearing enemies from afar, using his range and stun to destroy 4 of the enemy characters. An undisputed offensive push, especially now that the virus fell down as well. That will allow him to take down both enemy bunkers really quickly. Cobra at a massive disadvantage in this game 3 that will determine which of the 2 competitors makes it to the next round. But Cobra isn't just going to give up either, you know. He's playing well, he's playing really aggressively, attacking with 3 characters that will all get caught up by Hades' Rekrock. Desperados falls, the enemy Rekrock falls. Hades is doing a great job at just maintaining his distances, staying far away as necessary from the Lucha, eventually taking him down. Cobra is forced to go back to defending with Virus again. Very powerful character, very strong ranged attacks, but unfortunately not enough as Desperados makes quick work over. That won't stop Cobra. He is on the offensive now. He is taking down both the attackers attacking his team. And despite this amazing double stun, by the way, I hope you all noticed this. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? Anyway, the Desperados duel will end with Cobra as the victor, thanks to that really helpful heal. Can he take down the enemy Lucha as well? You don't want to be fighting a Lucha at close quarters. There's only 30 seconds left. Oh, he's taking down... Oh, no wait. Hades is taking him down. And with this, Hades wins Games 3 and moves on to the next round. Moving on to the next game, we have another Ekko clash with Troyan against Overclock. Wildly different teams with a surprise Cyber Cup on Troyan's side. Overclock Desperados has made headlines. It was very prominent in the previous tournament, and he's not a player to be trifled with. He switches to the Lucha for the offensive assault, taking down this enemy bunker rather rapidly. Will he be stopped, however? He switches back to Desperados when he senses things are not exactly going his way. And now he's going to focus on defending his base against Troyan's Lucha and the enemy Desperados, who will unfortunately take him down. Troyan's Desperados is also pretty good. He's going to be able to take down that Frost despite the protection that Overclock granted it. But Overclock has another ace in his pocket, and its name is Apesuit. One of the few players in this competition to actually play Apesuit, despite the raw power that Apesuit has, seems to be working pretty well for Overclock. Unfortunately, he is forced to defend against the Andromeda, and even though he will be able to take her down, he lost both his bunkers in the process. This will not deter him, however, as he'll be able to take down the enemy Lucha before perishing of his own. Going back on the offensive with the Apesuit, will he be able to take down the second bunker, which would allow him to take the victory in this game? And he's so close, he takes it! He manages to take it. 30 seconds on the clock. All he has to do now is defend. Switches back to Virus, knowing full well the advantages she offers. Unfortunately, he's not being able to hit anything from afar. The Lucha falls down. The Andromeda coming right up will also, I believe, perish. Troyan won't let that happen. Such a close game, such a close scenario. Takes down the Virus, and now it's down to the Apesuit duel. Overclock switches to Apesuit, and at the last possible second, a double kill happens, but Troyan takes game 1. An absolutely amazing game, really close. Will the second game be nearly this close? Well, it would appear Overclock is going on the offensive with Dr. Frost, and even though he manages to put up a fight, it will unfortunately fall. Another Desperados duel. This one is very tense. Each one ready for the other to commit so they can lasso each other. Who will be doing it first? Overclock also has to worry about the Andromeda. He takes her down while his Lucha falls, goes up there, gets stunned by the other Desperados, and manages to stand him right back and take him down. Now he has to defend his base against the Lucha, or will he go on the offensive? No, he chooses to defend. A wise decision, in my opinion. Lucha is not to be underestimated. Here's the Cyber Cup up there. Hello, Cyber Cup, what are you doing? You're shredding me to pieces of your powerful prison. Troyan now, the Desperados taking down Apesuit. Seems like he's going for an offensive next, even though there are lots of characters on the Overclock side. He will be taking down the Virus manned by Overclock and destroying the first enemy target. Overclock will have to defend his second target against a Lucha that just got reinforced by Troyan. And even though Dr. Frost is here to help, Troyan will be taking that second target, aiming for the enemy tower to end it all. Will be stunned on his way up there and taken down by Overclock Desperados. Here comes the Andromeda, a really powerful character. Oh, looks like she won't be lasting this long. Switches back to Desperados, right back at you, and wins the game with this amazing play. And now for game 3 between UNIX and Ekko's own Monaco 21. Once again, very similar teams, but oh wait, do I see two strikers? It seems that as soon as striker is unlocked, everybody will take him, earning Monaco a really swift kill on this Andromeda. That might make all the difference as UNIX misses his own striker hit. Monaco will focus on the Desperados. It would seem that Pocahontas, the striker, clearing the way for an offensive on the Monaco side, and he will be able to take down the enemy Pocahontas as well. UNIX is not going to just sit there and let it happen, no, of course. He's going to defend with the Andromeda, huge damage on this character, really strong offensive. He will even be able to duel down the enemy striker before switching to the own striker and going on the offensive with it. Wow! Caught two characters in one ability. Only the enemy Dr. Frost will die. Rick Rock is still there. So UNIX will really carefully run away before using the rebound from his attacks to take down the enemy Rick Rock. An absolutely amazing play on his part. He's now going for a full-on offensive. He has the advantage in taking down the Pocahontas, will give him the win. Second game, another striker start. Still using his long range and bouncing balls to take down enemies from afar. Apesud comes near, but there's also the enemy striker, much more dangerous this time around. And the bouncing balls will take him down. Despite this, he will not deter, he's still going on the offensive, this time trying to take down the enemy Poker. There's a lot that maybe you might have tried to bit more than you could chew this time. Maybe you'll be able to take the Rick Rock if everything goes well. He took him down. I never doubted you, buddy. I always believed in you. Unfortunately, the Poker believed in herself too, and your own Poker, UNIX, is looking pretty good, I gotta say. She will have to be defending all alone. You don't have any towers left, and there's a striker there. But surely you can take him down, right? I mean, what has striker ever done in this game? Oop, he's climbing back there as you are. Will you be able to win your duel against him? Oh, it seems not. And unfortunately, that will be all Monaco needs for a victory in game 2. Now comes game 3. Monaco on the striker, and once again, it's going to be another striker showdown, isn't it? Will they get the striker though? Will the strikers manage to get each other? Who will take first? Oh, that was a rather disputable ability, even though he manages to take down the Pocahontas. I'm not sure I would have done that, but then again, I'm not a pro. Takes down the other striker as well, and switches back to defense where Dr. Frost is being taken down by Rick Rock. Unfortunate. Now back on the offensive again with striker, taking down the... Oh, it was only the first bunker. Still has all other bunker to take down. Will he be able to take him down? Oh, Pocahontas there. But maybe we'll be able to take him down with the AB suits. I mean, there's only a Desperados. Oops, there's another Poker. Watch yourself. Taking down the Desperados and taking down the Poker. And there's only 45 seconds left. You gotta make this push, Monaco, if you wanna win. If you wanna win this series, you gotta do it. You've almost won this match. You're so close. You just gotta do it. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you. Your Ipsit died, and you're stunned. It's such a close game. It's such a close game. Oh! And you did takes it. Good job, striker. And now for the final game. We have Runoff versus Evil Warrior. Striker won't be showing any terror, and for the first time, I believe, Paku is banned on both sides. This game will be pretty poker-centric, and as you can see there, Evil Warrior's Cleo is going to be a bit hard to catch. Playing a little game of cat and mouse, if you will. Except this time, the cat is the mouse. Because Cleo's a cat, but she's the one being chased. And unfortunately, Runoff won't just let it happen. He's now switching to the offensive with Jet, very powerful character, very handy. And switching from one bunker to the other with incredible flight. Really good movement, this Runoff. I'm really proud of him. I didn't teach him anything. I have nothing to be proud of, but still moves around like a ballerina. He'll be able to take down both bunkers, I believe. Nope, there's still this one, but Pocahontas also makes for a fierce attacker, taking enemies down from a distance. He knows the Desperados is there. He's taking him down as he's distracted by the Lucha. Taking down the Voodoo as well. I think this is the second time we've seen Voodoo in this competition. Really powerful character, especially in the midst of offensive or defensive pushes. And it's going to be able... Oof, Jack! Good defense, but that won't be enough to stop Jet, unfortunately. And there she goes, flying away on top of the towers, and to a victory for Runoff in Game 1. Game 2 will be pretty much the same. Evil Warrior trying to make a push with Desperados, and yeah, that's gonna be tough. Yeah, you don't want to dual Jet directly, and Runoff goes for the and then goes for the infinite flight. An absolute master play. It's absolutely amazing what you can do in this game. Really, it's not even legal. I gotta ask the legal team. Can you do that? You can. All right then. So you just gotta go for the other bunker. Make sure there's still a Jack there, isn't there? Yeah, you're going to be taken down. Fortunately for Runoff, there's still the powerful Andromeda, and with a comfortable 500 points lead, I think there's much in the way of stopping Runoff from winning this match. And congratulations to you, Runoff. You're our final winner for round 2 of this tournament. And with this ends the second part of the first round of the tournament. Quarterfinals are coming very soon. 4 games to be really excited about. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.